international arena. Air raid sirens have been sounded in Israel's Tel Aviv after Lebanon's Hezbollah has said that it bombed the Nirit area in Tel Aviv suburbs with missiles. There have been no reports of casualties in the area till now. Arriving and departing flights have been reportedly halted at Ben Gurion International Airport following the launch of missiles toward Tel Aviv. The attack came a day after Israel struck around 300 Hezbollah targets in Lebanon over 24 hours, ramping up its offensive to hit the group's finances, as the United States called for the war to end as soon as possible. So this is the latest that is coming in. The war between Israel and Hezbollah continues to escalate, and meanwhile the air raid sirens have been sounded and flights have been halted at the airport, and this comes just after Israel launched targeted Hezbollah and the financial branches of Hezbollah. So we have with us my colleague Brian Thomas joining us on the telecast. Brian, what can you share when it comes to the counter attacks that are taking place? Israel has earlier launched Hezbollah targets, and now there's been air raid sirens that have been sounded.
Well, definitely, the air raid sirens have sounded in Tel Aviv after Hezbollah has claimed responsibility for launching missiles at Nirit area in city suburbs. Now, this escalation also, follows intense Israeli attacks that was happening on Hezbollah position in Lebanon, including even financial targets linked to the group. Now, the flights in and out of Ben Gurion International Airport were also temporarily suspended due to the attack. And even in Lebanon also, Israeli airstrikes killed at least 10 people, including Hezbollah rescuers and even civilians, with strikes even hitting near Beirut and Baalbek. Israel also, targeted an underground vault containing funds for Hezbollah operations, and the Israeli military also claimed to have eliminated, the Hezbollah commander responsible for financial transfers from Iran. Yes.
All right. When it comes to that, Brian, what can you share the details when it comes to the fact now that the air flights have also been affected due to all of this, and this also comes amid the Nirit area was bombed in Tel Aviv. How are when it comes to humanitarian crisis, how is the effect on the people, because it is the people who are at the center of this? I think my colleague Brian Thomas is facing connection issues. Meanwhile, this comes just amid this Israel and Lebanon's conflict that continues to escalate. Now we are seeing that air raid sirens have been sounded in Israel's Tel Aviv, and this also comes after Lebanon's Hezbollah has said that it bombed the Nirit area in the Tel Aviv suburbs with missiles. So the counter attacks continue to take place. There's an attack that Israel had conducted earlier, and now the air raid sirens have also been sounded in Israel. So, meanwhile, there have been no reports of casualties in the area till now. My colleague Mehndi Garg has joined us on the telecast. Mehndi, what can you share with the viewers in regards to the fact that this attack that has this air raid sirens that have been sounded, and Israel has said that it has bombed the Nirit area in the Tel Aviv suburbs with missiles. This comes just after Israel attacked a lot of Hezbollah targets and the financial branches of Hezbollah.
Well, Ria, tensions between Israel and Hezbollah, the militant group based in Lebanon, have been escalating in recent weeks, and the situation has intensified with an attack. And now Hezbollah has claimed responsibility for firing missiles toward the Nirit area located in the suburbs of Tel Aviv. And as a result of that, air raid sirens sounded across Tel Aviv, sending residents into shelters though there were no immediate reports of casualties as of now. And also, Ria, this missile strike is a part of a broader regional escalation, with Hezbollah increasing its military activities along Israel's northern border. And also, since the outbreak of renewed conflict between Israel and Hamas in Gaza has started, the Hezbollah has been more vocal and active, signaling its opposition to Israeli actions in Gaza and warning of further retaliation. And also, Ria, the situation poses a very significant risk of expanding the conflict, as Hezbollah has a vast missile arsenal and also has previously engaged in a destructive war with Israel in 2006. And including to that, Israeli authorities have been on high alert, and the current escalation has added pressure on Israel's military, which is already engaged in operations in Gaza. And if attacks from Hezbollah continue or increase in intensity like this, then Israel could be forced to open a northern front, further complicating an already volatile situation in the region. And lastly, the international community is watching all this closely, as any full-scale conflict between Israel and Hezbollah could destabilize the broader Middle East. Yes, Priya.
There's also the fact that when it comes to conflict like this, there's a humanitarian crisis at play, because at the front of this, it's the people who are getting affected, and even the flights have been affected due to this. And after Hezbollah has also stated that it has bombed in Tel Aviv area. So what do you think about the situation on the ground now? India has also provided humanitarian aid to people in Gaza and provided them essential basic amenities.
This is a very crucial and very, alarming time in the Middle East right now because of the war-like situations. And in this situation, the humanitarian gesture is one of the angles that India has looked into, and India has dispatched, various things talking about the shipments that have been sent, in which 30 tons of critical medical supplies and food items have been sent. But about this, air-raided sirens that have been heard today, then no casualties have been reported as of now. But the situation is very worsened right now in that area also, because, India has also taken cognizance.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.